talking snow as you get ready to head out the door this morning. We're talking about your travel impacts and when we could see accumulating snow as well.
And closing arguments set to begin next week in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in the 608 this morning. We're giving you a sneak peek of the holiday fantasy and lights.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Very appropriate story for Josh this morning, because we are moving into winter.
I know, we couldn't have timed that out better.
No.
We have our first snowflakes of the season. Some flurries coming down right now in the Madison area, and it's Flannel Friday.
It is Flannel Friday. Very appropriate.
So
also,
we're just firing on all cylinders this morning.
We are. We're also talking about the first measurable snow in the forecast. Chris Reese, you have all of the details.
Yeah, as we go through this 6 o'clock half hour, we're going to talk about snow, measurable snow, wind chills. It is truly a wintry weekend, and some of you are going to face some road hazards as you head out early this morning. We're talking about snow showers and even snow squalls, so I'm getting ready to break down what exactly a snow squall is. But as you're out and about, the snow at times will briefly come down heavy and limit visibility, and every now and then you'll get some slushy roads that start to show up. So give yourself some extra space, and if you have this ability, stay warm. Turn on the heated seats. We don't get out of the 30s as we go throughout today. So what exactly is a snow squall? These are the snow showers that come in. They have a sudden onset, and you have those intense bursts of the snow and wind and occasional whiteout conditions. This is what we're going to see as we go throughout today. Now, thankfully, temperatures are warm, so it should be able to limit much in the way of accumulation, but every now and then, you do get the rapidly deteriorating road conditions, and this is why I'm talking about taking it easy, because we could see some slush when the snow squalls come down hard enough. They're short duration, though. I mean, we're talking probably minutes, not even hours, as these move on through. Here's Doppler track. You see more of that working its way on in from the west. A lot of the heaviest of that has been to our west as we've gone throughout the morning. Viroqua has seen a little bit more of the heavier snow showers working their way on in. Boscobel's seen them. Prairie du Chien has seen them. This works its way eastward towards Dane County. Well, at this point at 6 o'clock, give it another 2 hours, and we'll start to see more and more of those moving in. But 2 hours, it's 8. That's when your rush hour gets going. 36 right now. Wind sustained out of the south and southwest at 11 miles per hour. Watertown, you're at 35. Mineral Point, 36. 35 for Platteville, too. The Dells, however, you're at 32. So you're at the freezing point or just above as you head out the door this morning. And this is why we're saying take it easy, but for the most part, accumulation should stay limited. Lunchtime, once the sun is up, we will see these really start to come down at their heaviest. I can't rule out a couple rumbles of thunder with some of the snow showers out there. There's actually some instability in the atmosphere that we would talk about when it comes to thunderstorms. So that's what we're dealing with today. We'll be pretty quiet as we move towards Saturday, but then Saturday night into Sunday comes our accumulating snow event. We're going to break this down in a little bit more detail here in about 10 minutes and really look at why this is an alert day, but our first accumulating snow perhaps less than 72 hours away at this point. Temperatures don't get above 34 as we move towards Sunday, and then we'll be back into the 40s for the middle of next week before we cool down again towards the end of next week and into Thanksgiving week. But guys, it is a winter weekend, full-blown winter weekend around here. I told you all on Monday to get your Christmas lights up if you could, because it was the day to do it. It was not until yesterday that we got most of them up, and I still have a little bit more to do today. But this weekend, while it is dry, if you can get them up, I mean, things get wintry by Sunday as well.
Yeah, we're going to have a window on Saturday.
A window on Saturday.
So if you're got any outdoor plans, like for me, like I got to finish raking my leaves.
Rake it up.
Yeah.
You're really late.
Well, I still have to, in my defense, I will stand here and defend myself. That I still have trees in my yard, some big trees with a lot of leaves on them yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
A lot of the leaves have held on.
Yeah. So there you go. So I'm going to try to get out on Saturday.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris Reese. On top of it all this morning.
All right. It is 6:03. This morning, we could be nearing a verdict in the Kyle Rittenhouse murder trial.
So the defense and the prosecution at this point have wrapped up their case, and the jury is expected to begin deliberations on Monday. Rittenhouse, now 18, could face life in prison if convicted of the most serious charges. Rittenhouse's lawyers tried to drive home the point that he was acting in self-defense when he killed 2 protesters and wounded another at a police shooting protest in Kenosha last summer. Yesterday, the final 3 witnesses took the stand, including a video expert.
What is the total amount of time of this event?
2 minutes and 55 seconds, approximately it's calculated out. There's a bunch of variables in there.
With testimony now over, jurors will hear closing arguments on Monday, and they will likely get the case by Monday afternoon. Of course, we will stream Monday's closing arguments through our mobile app. It's free. Just go to your app store and search for Channel 3000 Weather or News. We got the weather app, too. You want that one this weekend as well. The news app is where we'll stream the Rittenhouse trial.
Now, with the high-profile nature of this case, local and state authorities are preparing for any outcome. We're told the Wisconsin National Guard troops are ready to head to Kenosha if they're needed. We reached out to both the governor's office and the National Guard for comment. In separate responses, both said they're in close contact with local law enforcement right now. They did not, however, provide details on the number of troops, potential timing for mobilization, locations for troop staging, or the length of a possible mission. Down south, a Texas A&M senior who was critically injured at the Astro World Festival has now died. 22-year-old Barney Shahani became the 9th person to die. This after crowds rushed the stage Friday night in Houston at Travis Scott's concert. Authorities are currently investigating the concert organizer for safety issues.
More local news now. There is another chance next week to get a look at a major upcoming road construction project. The Department of Transportation is getting ready to redevelop part of Highway 51 from the interstate east of Stoughton to the Beltline in Madison. The US 51 corridor project now transitioning into the design phase after completion of the study in August. The public just got a look at the project last night. There will be another opportunity next Thursday evening at the McFarland Municipal Center.
It's much easier when we have public feedback to tell us, kind of guide us towards our design and what we're looking for. We don't want to build something that people aren't in favor of. We want to build something that people agree, that helps with us, so going forward.
The DOT says construction along the corridor is currently scheduled for 2024 to 2029, but could be completed sooner depending on funding.
News 3 now, your vaccine headquarters. Starting Monday, you'll need to have your shots in order to get an organ transplant at UW Health. The hospital says patients waiting for organ transplants will now be required to be vaccinated before they can be added to the wait list or receive a transplant. It will apply to those already on the wait list and anyone being evaluated. Those folks already on the list have until December 15th to get their first dose.
An update out of Milwaukee County this morning. A Milwaukee man now facing attempted homicide charges after police say he shot and injured 3 officers at a Wauwatosa hotel. We told you about this earlier this week. And now the criminal complaint is out. It says that 33-year-old Kenneth Bernard Burney of Milwaukee is facing 9 charges now, including 3 counts of first-degree attempted intentional homicide. Wauwatosa police say the 3 officers injured are now recovering from their wounds. Investigators say Burney shot the officers who were responding to a separate shots-fired call. If convicted, Burney faces life in prison.
Around the state this morning, parents in La Crosse County are scrambling to find childcare after their daycare gave them just 2 weeks' notice to find another provider. On Tuesday, parents were notified by letter that after Thanksgiving, the berry patch in the rural town of Berry Mills will close. In the letter, the owners say they're unable to safely and legally operate past the holiday. Officials from the Wisconsin Early Childhood Association say the daycare wasn't able to hire enough people.
You start thinking about a lot of things, whether one of us are going to have to quit our jobs.
Experts say daycares can only have so many kids per qualified adult. They also say daycares often pay poorly. That makes it difficult to hire workers. Some other child care centers in the La Crosse area are now stepping in to help find room for those kids from the berry patch. 6:08, your time now. An alert day in store for Sunday. Upwards of 3 inches in your certified most accurate forecast. Chris Reese breaking it all down for you.
And Santa, I know him. We're talking about the holiday fantasy and lights coming up in the 6:08 when we come back. Stick around.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. Power your pets with Mounds brand dog power, perfect cat, and wild bird seed foods. They're nutritionally balanced, guaranteed fresh, and made in the USA. And every 11th bag is free. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
A celebration of life, love, laughter, and Fiddler on the Roof.
At Overture Center, November 16th through 21st. Tickets at overture.org.
In one instant, an accident can change your life. Gingras, Thompson & Walks has assembled the top award-winning personal injury lawyers to win the biggest settlements and awards for Wisconsin victims. If you've been injured, contact Gingras, Thompson & Walks for a free consultation.
We're here at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, where we're highlighting some unique playing styles.
Yeah, Jerry. Take Marge and Carol here. They're sure having fun. And notice what appears to be a lucky troll dial on this machine.
Oh, and look, that's the famous bingo card tap. That one always brings good luck.
And check out the form on this pull. That's gotta be a lucky bracelet.
Looks like you got your own lucky bracelet.
What bracelet?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
'Tis the season to be jolly. Okay, not quite, but it is the season to get prepared for the holidays. Barnes can take the stress out of setting up your holiday lights so you can enjoy the season. Putting up those lights and taking them down is now safer and easier than ever. Get started today at barnesinc.net.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories.
You're watching News 3 Now This Morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
We're talking about an alert day, folks, as we start to move into the weekend. So there's snow out there today. Another round of snow comes our direction Saturday night into Sunday, and confidence is increasing that we could be talking about 1 to as much as 3 inches of snowfall for some spots. Let's talk about the models. I've shown you these really since Monday. We've been talking about this possible snow system, and we've seen how the models have been all over the place. And now I want to show you how they're all starting to be into agreement. So here's model number 1. It has the snow moving in Saturday night. This is Sunday morning. It's on top of us. It moves out by Sunday afternoon. Model number 2, look towards the north and west Saturday afternoon. You see the same type of deal as we move towards Sunday into Sunday afternoon. And then even model number 3, a little bit higher resolution, but you see the same deal. This is Sunday night at 8 o'clock. The snow is most intense overnight into Sunday morning, and then by Sunday afternoon, we're starting to talk about flurries. So we know that the system is going to be there. At this point, we're really just fine-tuning amounts and timing, but most of the model data is really starting to focus in on this corridor of 1 to maybe even 2 to 4 inches of snow showing up over parts of southern Wisconsin. And so this is why our confidence begins to increase that we are going to be seeing a snow system. That being said, it's still about 2 days away at this point. I mean, we have a whole 36 hours before we really start to get to the snow starting to fall. So with that being said, develop the game plan. Do you need to get your shovel out? Is your shovel put in storage somewhere? You might want to go ahead and grab that. Or were you considering getting your snow tires put on today? Or maybe waiting till later. Today might be a better day to get those snow tires put on, because we could be looking at that. So whatever you need to do to prepare for some wintry weather, now's the time to prepare for that.
I'm going to shovel my leaves on Sunday.
That was my idea.
I know. I was going to say, Leah Lynchine said that one earlier.
Yeah.
You know, that is one thing that I am thankful for with new construction right now. Don't have any leaves in my yard that I have to rake up yet.
Yeah, just didn't
I'm sure that's coming by next year.
You don't have any trees?
I have a tree, but it's a new tree. And it hasn't dropped its leaves yet.
Hasn't dropped its leaves yet.
It's a
well, lucky you, Chris Reese.
Come on over and help
It's a
Mr.
birch tree.
Stanford.
It's really nice.
Oh, pretty.
Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
As that snow moves in, stay on top of all the changing weather with our Channel 3000 First Warn weather app. If you don't have it, just go to wherever you get your apps, search Channel 3000 Weather, and download it for free. The holiday is quickly approaching, and we are talking about a perfect tradition here in the 608 this morning.
How appropriate to highlight this weekend when we're going to see our first flakes. Josh Spreiter is live at Olin Park in Madison talking about the holiday fantasy in lights. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, I think folks here are hoping for a winter wonderland for opening weekend here of the Holiday Fantasy and Lights. We're giving just a little bit of a taste for you at home this morning so you can come check it out for yourself. Tom Lemons, you're with the folks that have been putting this on year after year, and you guys are super excited for this year.
Yeah, it's been a great year for setup. The weather's been excellent, and now we're hoping we'll get a little snow quick here.
Yeah, we have some flakes flying this morning, and it really makes it just so picturesque out here at Olin Park.
Yeah, it's really beautiful once the snow comes down. You get to see the reflection off the snow, and it's just my favorite time when it's here.
We're right along John Nolan Drive right now. We're showing off some of what you have here in the front this year. Some of course, what makes Wisconsin and Madison special. Our sports teams, right?
Our sports teams. That's what we actually put them out here special on this row on the main entry this year on purpose. Yeah.
So a lot of things change every year. This is one of the things people can look forward to is you actually move these things around year after year, so it's a little different.
Yeah. Every year we try to spread things around and add a little filler to make the thing look a little different every year. We get a bunch of people out to help us set up.
So of course this is free for anybody to drive through, but it takes a lot of folks to be able to put all of this together.
Yeah. So it's the International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, the local electricians union, and our National Electrical Contractors Association that forms the the group that puts this on. And this year we actually had the Yahara Fishermen's Club come out and help us set up also.
So you guys actually start in the summer getting ready for all of this, right?
We start usually in June. Our retirees come in every week and help us rewire all the displays. This year we rewired the memory tree and the jet fighter from scratch. Hell had to be rebuilt.
So yeah, we can see the memory tree back on the hill, which really is immaculate this year. Talk a little bit about how you guys rebuilt that.
So over the last few years, the system has just been, going downhill. The bulbs get dull, all that. So we literally stripped every single wire off of the display and rewired, had to put all new lamps in. We also got a new controller to make it flash and do its dance a little better.
So there are probably, a ton more out here that you guys are going to light up this weekend, starting tomorrow. And you guys really, really need those donations, right?
Yeah, the donations run the whole show. Without them, it would be really tough to keep this going every year. We also have booth groups that run our booths from 4:30 to 10 every night. They hand out dog treats, candy canes, brochures to tell you who all sponsors the event. And, if you're interested, you can always go to... Why can't I think of the name?
Yeah, we'll have that up on channel3000.com. We'll make it super easy. Yeah, because I couldn't remember that either. So, and it's early, it's cold, it's snowing. The electric group. There you go. Well, Tom, we appreciate it so much. Thanks so much for being out here, and we look forward to everything this weekend.
Thank you.
Of course, guys, as I mentioned, we'll have all of this up on channel3000.com. Nice and easy there for a link, and just a lot to look forward to. Again, tomorrow night, 4:45, they're going to be lighting this up, and you can expect this all the way through the new year, guys.
Oh, it's a wonderful tradition. I can't wait for it. And if it gets nice and snowy on Sunday, what a treat is that going to be?
Isn't that perfect?
Drive-through on Sunday evening. Josh Spreiter live at Olin Park this morning. Thanks, Josh.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
Wisconsin Department of Health Services urging people to get their flu vaccine ahead of the holiday season. DHS says getting your flu vaccine at least 2 weeks before any gathering gives your body some time to build up immunity, the immunity that it needs to fight infection. Experts say the flu vaccine is safe and effective for anyone 6 months and older. Well, a little girl in Milwaukee has been so eager to get her COVID-19 vaccine that she asked President Joe Biden about it on live TV.
Rose Schmidt reports she's finally getting her wish.
On a wet and dreary day, nothing could rain on 9-year-old Layla Salas's parade.
Inside my heart was beating like, finally, the time has come.
Sighs of relief came from their home last week when Pfizer's vaccine was approved for 5 to 11-year-olds.
Why do we have to get a second dose?
That is to make sure that vaccine
really gets into your system to protect you the most.
The Solace kids have some experience asking the tough questions.
They are watching as others get the vaccine, and they would like to know, when will kids be able to get the vaccine?
We first met Jessica and Layla in February during CNN's town hall at the Pabst Theater. After this exchange with President Joe Biden was seen in living rooms across America.
Don't be scared, honey. Don't be scared. You're going to be fine, and we're going to make sure Mommy's fine too.
From the day that I asked the question, when are the kids gonna get a vaccine, I've been asking and bothering my mom to know.
After months and months of dreading virtual school and mask wearing,
I've been waiting for this so long.
That's great.
At Aurora Medical Center, Layla and her 7-year-old brother Mateo got a shot of hope, and their parents some peace of mind.
But it's just nice knowing that the whole family is vaccinated, and we can feel safer just going about our daily lives.
It hurt less than the flu shot, and now Layla is hoping the president can make good on another one of her goals.
Now will you let me go to the White House, Joe Biden?
So Layla's family says the president wrote them a letter earlier this year. It says when they're vaccinated, they should come visit him in Washington, D.C.
Cute. All right, it is 6:20. When we come back, Chris Reese will continue to watch the models for that measurable snowfall on Sunday.
And ahead in our next half hour, we have a call for action over the price of gas and whether you can expect to pay $4 a gallon this winter.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast.
Keep your home and family warm and cozy this winter with a new degree of comfort from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving. So you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Before Nexium 24-Hour, Anna could only imagine a comfortable night's sleep without frequent heartburn waking her up. Now, that dream is her reality. Nexium 24-Hour stops acid before it starts for all-day, all-night protection. Can you imagine 24 hours without heartburn?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, US Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Associated Physicians celebrates 75 years of caring, helping, and listening. Associated Physicians, devoted physicians, trusted care.
This Veterans Day, all of us at Steinhoffels would like to stop and take a moment to honor all of those who've served our country. It's Steinhoffels' simple way of saying thank you for your service and sacrifice. So this Veterans Day, please join us in honoring all of those who've served this country by saying thank you.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Is your home giving you the cold shoulder? Fight back with a new energy-saving furnace from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us.
Hey, it's Bascom.
This is my husband Zach's morning. He was making sure Bascom was getting in all her local news headlines before she headed out for her morning commute to the kennel downstairs.
And she's staying very informed.
Yeah, look how pretty she is.
Nice.
Oh,
and Bascom continues to grow. You told us that she's up to 65 pounds now?
She's up to 65. We think she'll probably hit 90. She's really slowed down now, the vet tells us. So over the next year, she'll gain about 30 more pounds.
That's cool. I'm so interested because my dogs are tiny, and your dog grows like a weed. And
Your
it's gonna
dog's
be
like
huge. 5
pounds, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got like a 5-pounder and like an 8-pounder.
Bascom plays nice. Little dog date.
I bet she can carry him around in her mouth and
Gently. Gently.
she can play mama.
It's not a toy, Bascom. It's a living thing. Yeah, we want to see what your morning looks
pick.
like, especially if it has a dog watching the news. We're partial to those.
Yeah, we'd love that.
Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning. Okay, all month long, we are giving you a chance to win a pair of News 3 Now coffee mugs.
All you have to do is answer our question of the day at channel3000.com. And our question today has to do with the movies. Have you been to the movies since they reopened? We want to know.
Yeah.
So I have not been back since they reopened.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to one movie in 7 or 8 years.
And what movie moved you so much to physically go to a theater?
Frozen 2.
Of course.
My kids love the Frozen.
Again, tell me you're a dad of 4 without telling me you're a dad of 4.
Yeah, and so that was even 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was like 2.5 years ago. I remember Claire was a baby, and she's almost 3. So yeah, it would have been about 2.5 years ago.
And it went smoothly?
It went okay. It went okay. But yeah, we just don't go. You know, it's so convenient these days to just watch these movies at home. So.
Well, Frozen 2 is an appropriate movie considering what we're seeing outside there, Mr. Reese.
Yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. Bus stop forecast, we are talking snow this morning. Temperatures do not get out of the 30s as we move into the afternoon. Those snow showers and squalls are going to be sticking with us. We're going to keep an eye on radar throughout the show.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Make this holiday season special when you use the Pick and Save app to get personalized coupons, rewards like fuel points, and weekly deals. So you can get exactly what you want at prices that are lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Give your home an update during Menard's last 11% rebate sale of 2021. Check out our great selection of Shaw flooring. From soft and luxurious carpet to durable laminate flooring and waterproof vinyl plank. You'll save with 11% off all of it. Add style and privacy with blinds and shades from Window Images. You can also get them trimmed to width for free. Update your window treatments now during Menard's last 11% rebate sale of 2021.
Save big money at Menards. Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
We all dream of big things. A boat, a second home, or simply a better future for those around us. At the Burrish Group at UBS, we're invested in your dreams, no matter how big or small, because we believe anything can be achieved with the right plan and goals in mind. Because when dreams come true, it's an experience that lasts a lifetime. Call the Burrish Group today.
With Pick and Save delivery, it's easy to get your special holiday foods brought right to your door. And that's music to your ears. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Right now, the Common Council approving Madison's budget, how that will affect your 2022 taxes.
We are keeping an eye on the radar. Snow moving into the picture right now. We also have an alert day on Sunday. We're breaking that down in the first one forecast.
Plus, gas prices continue to rise in Wisconsin. When you can expect that to end?
Well, good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Leah Lynchide. The big news of the morning, the first flakes of the season.
We're going to get more to what's happening right now. But Sunday is the big day to watch. Let's get to Chris Reese and your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Sunday is the alert day. Saturday night into Sunday, we're watching a system that I first told you about on Monday of this week. But we tracked it all week long, and now we're looking at a higher confidence that accumulating snow is moving into southern Wisconsin. So we have gone ahead and made it an alert day. Our system coming ashore right now, the rain that you see in Seattle and Spokane, this is what is going to be our winter weather maker as we start to move towards the weekend. We do have some snow out there now as well. This is not a part of that alert day as we start to move towards Sunday. It'll bring us some snow showers and flurries, but watch that system starting to move in from the north and west by Saturday night. This is the one that likely brings in some accumulation. Let's talk about how Saturday plays out. We'll spend most of the day in the 30s. Saturday night into Sunday, you see that snow moving in. This is now Sunday at 7 o'clock in the morning. That area low pressure moving right by southwestern Wisconsin, and this is where we will see our heaviest period of some snow before that tapers off to flurries as we start to move towards Sunday night. One other thing to keep in mind, Lake Michigan. This is a system that actually has the potential to bring lake effect snows right along the lake that could enhance some of those snowfall amounts. Lake Michigan is very warm, and this air mass is very cold. We're looking at future track snowfall amounts, and you see where it really highlights that idea of 2 to 3 inches of snow. Some spots may be flirting with the 4-inch mark as well, but overall, this is a 1 to 3 inch snow that we are expecting as we start to move towards Sunday. And I want to encourage you now to plan ahead for that. I always say be proactive, not reactive when it comes to the weather. So if your shovel is still in the shed, because it's been 204 days since we've seen snowflakes in Wisconsin, you might want to go ahead and dig that out. We're tracking some of those snowflakes out there this morning as well. This might impact parts of your commute as we go throughout today. It's not going to be a huge deal, but every now and then some of those snow showers are going to come down heavy enough that you start to limit visibility. Our ground is still, though, incredibly warm, so accumulation is not really of concern today, but as we go through the next couple of days, that begins to change. Here's the bottom line. What I want you to take away, if you took away nothing else, off and on snow showers today, they could be heavy at times with some limited visibility, but there's going to be very little, if any, accumulating or sticking. However, accumulating snow does come our way Saturday night and into Sunday. That is why that is the alert day. We'll keep those temperatures in the 30s for highs on Monday, but check out where we start Monday. 18 degrees. It's going to be windy as well. Those wind chills by Monday morning could be into the low single digits.
Yikes.
So things are going to be quite chilly. We'll warm things up by the middle of next week, and then we could be talking another brush of winter by the time we move towards next weekend and Thanksgiving week. Coming up in a moment, we're going to plan the day. A classroom at Middleton High School sent in a Plan My Day video. I've been told that there's a classroom at Memorial High School that might be gearing a video together. So now the school systems are getting in. I want to see more of your Plan My Days. We're going to see one in just a second. And when we do that, we're also going to talk a little bit more about the snow that's out there right now.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Chris. As that weather changes this weekend, make sure to have our Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app. Just do a search for Channel 3000 Weather wherever you get your apps.
6:33 now. A pair of school districts are temporarily shifting back to virtual learning this morning. Starting today, the Weston School District will be virtual. That runs until the 23rd.
Then starting on Monday, the Wauwatosa Walk Union Center School District will be online until the end of the month. Both districts attribute the change to a rise in COVID-19 cases in schools.
Yeah, COVID numbers going in the wrong direction all across Wisconsin this morning. The DHS says 3,600 new cases were reported over the past 24 hours. That's the highest number since mid-September. The percent positive by test is also nearing 10%.
Another big story this morning. If you live in Madison, your property taxes are about to go up by more than $50. After 3 days of discussion, the Madison Common Council approved the budgets last night. One of the controversial items in that budget, the bus rapid transit plan, made it through. It includes that proposed route through State Street. Discussion on the new amendments began on Tuesday night, and after some public comment, 2 follow-up meetings were needed to pass everything. The council ultimately ended up adopting $350 million in the capital budget and $360 million in the operating budget. The city will pay for it with a 1.2% increase in property taxes. 1.2%. Remember that number. Now, in a statement from the mayor following the vote, Mayor Sachi Rhodes Conway said the taxpayers will be pleased to know that we accomplished all this while holding the property tax increase to its lowest level in many years. Now, remember that 1.2% we just mentioned? The average levy that taxpayers have paid in an increase over the last 15 years is 4.1%.
All right, we've got a call for action for you this morning on the price you're paying at the pump. You might have heard comments from the nation's energy secretary that we could hit $4 gas as costs continue to rise across the board. How realistic is that? Well, across the country, the Department of Energy says we're seeing the highest monthly averages since 2014. Right now, at least one state, California, is paying $4 a gallon. The bad news, the Energy Department is forecasting the price will go up in November this month before it starts to fall again in December. To the forecast here in Wisconsin now. AAA has the state's average right around $3.14 a gallon this morning. Take a look at the graph on your screen. We have seen prices rise steadily, almost exponentially all year. That's because supply cut in 2020 during the pandemic still hasn't caught up with 2021 demand. Now that people's usage is leveling off, though, as we all get back into our normal commute routines, you can expect prices to stabilize, too.
But here in Wisconsin, specifically here in Madison, we're seeing prices at about $3.10 for an average, and that's been pretty stable for the last couple of weeks. It's about 30 cents below the national average, and it's the lowest here in the Midwest. So it would be really unlikely, even if the national average went above $4 a gallon, I think it would be unlikely that we here in Wisconsin would see the prices hit that high.
Call for Action is helping you save next time you fill up. We've compiled a list of different programs here in the Madison area that you can take advantage of. Here's a look at them. Not on this list is AAA's Fuel Saver program as well. That's up on channel3000.com for you to check out. There are also a couple of apps that we break down, so you can take a look at all of the gas stations in your area, see if it's worth maybe taking that extra drive a couple blocks away from you to get that cheaper gas.
Yeah, and if you couple that with some of those rewards program, it might not sound like much. You know, you save a couple of cents here and there, but if you're putting a lot of miles on, over time, that's really going to add up.
It really does. It really does, especially when prices on everything are increasing right now with the inflation rates we're seeing across the country. Here's the time where you can save a couple extra bucks.
Great information this morning.
Thank you.
Saving you some money. Okay, now to the debate over redistricting in Wisconsin. Republicans in the Senate all voting to approve the GOP-drawn maps, but Democrats are divided on their vision for maps. Yesterday, 17 Assembly Democrats voted against the maps plan that Governor Evers is endorsing. Testimony from one Democrat calling her fellow Democrats turncoats. Milwaukee Assemblywoman Sylvia Ortiz-Velez says the plan would violate the Federal Voting Rights Act because they would dramatically reduce the number of majority black or Hispanic districts.
The people of our state deserve so much better. Everyone in our state deserves fair maps, but no map is fair. That violates the rights of others, Mr. Speaker.
Now, Molly Beck reporting that that was the first time that representative had spoke on the floor, and it was that was part of the reason why she got the big standing ovation from both parties yesterday. Emotional day for her, speaking out on what she believes is a very important issue. The courts are ultimately going to have the final say on which maps will be used, and it remains to be seen how the lack of unity from Democrats will affect the court's decision.
All right, 6:38 now. The first flakes of the season coming down as you wake up this morning. Chris Reese is planning your day, and you're driving to work, too, after the break.
And lawyers already sounding the alarm on parents going to court over giving their kids the COVID-19 vaccine.
And to all, a good morning from Olin Park as we're giving you a preview of the holiday fantasy and lights coming up. Stick around.
The official Black Friday mattress preview sale starts now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 70% off top brands and get $1,100 in instant savings on select mattresses. Plus, pay no interest financing for up to 5 years on luxury brands. Ashley Home Store.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Spray, lift, skip, step, swipe, lift, spin, dry, slam, pan, still fresh, move, 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 and still fresh. Degree, ultimate freshness activated when you move.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
The grand opening of the all-new Ashley Home Store of Madison is on now. Don't miss grand opening specials up to 65% off while they last. Plus, no interest until November 2026. The grand opening sale is on now at the Ashley Home Store of Madison on East Springs Drive.
It's coming. Cold winds, ice, snowy, slippery conditions. Are you prepared? The First Warn Weather Team breaks down all the info you need to be ready for this winter. From weather terminology and traffic safety to preparing your home for winter weather. Keeping you safe and ahead of the storms. Severe Winter Weather Week from your certified most accurate team. Starting Sunday on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Hey, Chris, plan our day.
All right, Middleton High School sending in a video asking us to plan their day. Well, I'll tell you what, things are going to be cold out there today. We're going to talk off and on snow showers all day long. Some of them are already flying out there. It's hard to get it to show up on camera, but we're seeing some of those snowflakes. Temperatures stay into the 30s for your highs today. Here's the deal. Our average first trace of snow typically does not show up until October 16th. We're well past October 16th at this point, but this weekend, we could see our first trace, our first measurable, and even our first inch of snow. So let's talk about some of the snow showers that are out there right now. We're watching them rotate in from the west. Here's a heavier snow shower already showing up around Camp Douglas. Once we get through about the next hour or so, we'll notice more of those heavier snow showers popping up for us. 8:30 through lunchtime, that's when we'll see our highest concentration of the snow showers and even sometimes the occasional snow squalls. But by the time we get you towards, say, 5:30, a lot of that starts to move on out of here. But your commute impacts as we go through today, guys. Take it easy. Every now and then some of these snow showers will come down just heavy enough that it's going to limit visibility. Not a major deal, but take it easy. Use that caution as you are out and about. Here's a good one. this weekend, if you get some snow, I think everyone, if you've been here over the past 3 years and you've watched this show, you know that I like snow angels, all right? So we're talking the potential for accumulating snow as we get towards Sunday. If anyone can make a Plan My Day video with a snow angel featured in that video, that's the top of the list. We're bumping that out.
I'm going to one-up that challenge. Anybody running the Madison Marathon on Sunday in the snow, you celebrate at the end with a snow angel for Chris Reese.
Okay, do that, and
like
then
that.
we'll plan the day whenever that airs, but I think that would be a lot of fun. So,
very cool. All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. 6:45 now. The holidays are quickly approaching, and that means it's time to talk about another tradition in the 608 this morning.
Josh Sprider is live at Olin Park this morning because the Holiday Fantasy and Lights is opening up this weekend. Boy, perfect time, Josh.
It really is, guys. You can see the flakes are flying out here just a little bit this morning, making it for a winter wonderland here as we're kicking out the Holiday Fantasy and Lights tomorrow night here at Olin Park. Tom Lemons is part of the group putting this on, and, you know, you guys have put a lot of time and effort into this, and it's finally here tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, it's a I don't know, I get so excited, so I get locked up trying to talk about it sometimes. But I really enjoy putting this on. You know, it's 33rd year, and I've been involved with it for over 20 years, so I don't know, I just really like doing this stuff.
No, there are a lot of folks like you that help put this together. You guys start back in the summer in order to be able to pull this off.
Yeah, we have our retirees, we have apprentices that come out, and we even get some outside groups to come and help us sometimes.
So we're towards the end of the little route as you come through here, and what you're going to see at the end is 3 of the originals, right?
Yes, these 3 were original displays back in Warner Park, and I was actually just found out that they come from a coloring book design.
Wow. So this is all, these were handmade in shop, right?
Yep, handmade at our contractor shops back in the 80s.
So there's a lot of work that goes into this. You know, how do you go about, you know, figuring out where everything is placed and what goes where?
Well, we sit down for about 4 hours, about a month in advance, and lay out how we think it should look. And then once we get everything in here, we'll move or retrofit kind of how we think the displays look best every year. We have some fillers so that we can fill in our dark spots, but you know, we try to move it around a lot to make it not so dull.
You know, last year was a big year. The first night, I remember that line was all the way down. I mean, you guys had a huge year last year.
We had a huge year last year with the pandemic and everything. I think people just wanted a place to go. But because of that, we really came out, and we're going to be able to do a lot of upgrades to our displays over the next couple of years.
And it's the people that really keep you guys going here, right?
Without the people coming, there wouldn't be any reason to put it on, but also we wouldn't be able to afford to put it on. So the donations to our at the end here are the main thing, and so we take donations at the booth from 4:30 till 10, and we hand out dog treats, candy canes, and brochures to tell you who is sponsoring us.
So something for everybody then, right?
Something for everybody. So bring your dog along.
So tomorrow night, starting at 4:30, that's the big light show,
that's
right?
The big light show. We have a big event, and we flip the switch so everyone can, you know, gather around and see the lights come on.
Well, very good, Tom. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much for all you do. I know this is such a tradition for so many families here in Madison.
It's crazy. So a guy actually stopped by just yesterday and told me that his parents brought him, and he's got kids now, and he's going to start bringing them this year.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. It's just that annual tradition for the family.
Oh, sorry, I talked over you.
That's so cool. No, Tom, thank you so much. We appreciate your time this morning, guys. And to all, a good night, guys, as we're kicking off the holiday season here from Olin Park this weekend.
Josh Sprider with all the holiday puns this morning. It's going to be a long season with Josh out in the field.
I know. He's had his Christmas tree up since, what, October 1st? No, November 1st,
enough.
Whenever it was. The day
Halloween.
after Halloween. So it's a perfect story for him, and he's appropriately giddy this morning.
That's true. He's getting us all in the spirit. Josh, we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. He'd love to hear from you. Let him know on social media or email him at inthe608@WISC-TV.com.
6:48 now. Legal and health professionals in Wisconsin say the debate over COVID-19 vaccines could be having another impact on kids, this one in divorce court. They believe more divorced parents will soon debate whether their children should or shouldn't be vaccinated. Most cases will be resolved in mediation, they say, but some courts will have to decide and consider potential harm to the child.
The court will not say, I think the child should have the COVID shot. The court will instead say, I believe that dad or mom's position on this is best. They don't agree, and therefore I'm going to award to dad or mom the right to make these medical decisions.
Attorney Carl Scheft says he's already had 2 cases here in Wisconsin with kids over 12, their parents at odds over whether to get them the shot.
Hey, MoviePass is getting a sequel.
Yeah, the movie ticket subscription service shut down in 2019 after it was hemorrhaging money. According to court documents, though, a New York bankruptcy court approved a bid by its original co-founder. He hopes to relaunch the service next year. In case you don't remember, the pass lets you go see unlimited movies for a low monthly payment, which segues really nicely into this morning's question of the day, where we're offering you a chance to win a pair of coffee mugs.
Yeah, all you have to do is go to our website and answer a yes or no question. And today's question is, have you been to the movies since they reopened?
I have. Chris hasn't. What about you guys?
Love to know. Yeah, we don't go to the movies often anyway because
we don't either.
It's a bit tough to take a bunch of little kids to the movie theater. It's kind of overwhelming.
You really missed the the violence and gore of the latest James Bond movie, though. Let me tell you, that was something.
No, I get it. Experiencing those movies in theaters is different, and it's not quite the same doing it at home. It's just a lot more convenient for us with the family and everything. But we want to know what you think. Go to channel3000.com/contest. There's also a link right on the homepage.
6:50 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, a special halftime celebration happening tonight at the Badger basketball game. Who you'll see if you're going to the Kohl Center.
First, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, we'd love to share their picture on TV to help them celebrate. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wauwatosa Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wauwatosa Furniture ETC.
The holidays are doubly important this year, so make your celebrations doubly special with our award-winning cave-aged Maurice cheese. Pick and save. Hey, you're right, we can't stop now. Let's take the special up a level with fresh, never frozen prime beef. Still not special enough? Add some surf to that turf with our sustainably caught seafood. Turn your taste buds up to 11 and have a doubly special holiday with Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
I was doing some shopping and got a pop-up on my laptop. Computer had a virus. So I called the number on the page, and the guy on the phone wants to take control of my screen to sort it out. Then I remember a tip I got from the AARP Fraud Watch Network. Control my screen. This is a tech support scam. Thankfully, my order still went through.
Recognize fraud sooner so your money lives longer. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
It's my 405, the show must go on, migraine medicine. It's Ubrelvy for any time, anywhere migraine strikes without worrying if it's too late or where I am. One dose can quickly stop my migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks CGRP protein, believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wauwatosa Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wauwatosa Furniture ETC.
Gruber Law Offices. One call,
That's all.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Looking forward to Monday. We could have a decision in the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse. The defense has rested their case. Rittenhouse's lawyers tried to drive home the point he was acting in self-defense when he killed 2 protesters and wounded another. This all happened during a riot in Kenosha last summer. All that remains is closing arguments before jurors begin deliberations.
A pair of school districts temporarily shifting back to virtual learning. Starting this morning, the Weston School District will be virtual until the 23rd, and then on Monday, Wauwatosa Union Center will be online until the end of the month. Both districts attributed the change to the rise in COVID-19 cases in schools.
More than 2 million at-home COVID-19 tests are being recalled due to false positive results. The FDA says it's a Class 1 recall, the most urgent type. They are from the brand Ellume. Regulators say false positives could lead to a delayed diagnosis or treatment of the person's actual illness. There have been 35 reports of false positives.
Authorities still looking for an escaped inmate supposed to be transported to Rock County Tuesday night. Milwaukee deputies say 39-year-old Robert R. Johnson of Rockford escaped from a private correctional contractor at Milwaukee's Mitchell Airport. He has an extensive criminal record and faces current charges of aggravated assault and burglary. Officials say anyone who comes in contact with Johnson should use extreme caution and call 911.
If you're headed to the Badger basketball game tonight, you'll get the chance to welcome back Coach Bo Ryan. With the most ever wins for Wisconsin basketball, the former coach is being celebrated at halftime. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. against the Green Bay Phoenix. It's a fitting game to be honored. Ryan's son is the coach for the Phoenix.
Happening tonight, the Wisconsin Dell's Tree of Lights being lit for the first time of the season. It's the largest holiday tree display in the Midwest. The 55-foot silver maple will have 30,000 points of light, and they're going to light it at dusk. If you can't make it tonight, don't worry. It'll be on display from dusk until 11 p.m. every night until January 1st.
It's the last weekend for the Dane County Farmers Market on the Capitol Square. Vendors will line the square from 6:15 until 1:45 tomorrow morning before heading inside to Monona Terrace for the holiday market. Then in January, the market moves to the Carver Feed Mill on the Near East Side, and in April, they'll return to the square for the warmer months.
We're talking about some of the road hazards that you can see while you are out there today. We will see that snow every now and then limit visibility. Now, the ground is going to be warm enough that we don't really have to worry about accumulation, but even still, it may snow hard enough at times to overcome the warm ground before things melt. Here's what we're tracking right now, that snow starting to move in. We've already seen some flurries earlier, but some of the heavier snow showers are getting ready to start developing as we go throughout the rest of the morning and into your afternoon. Check out temperatures, though. They're above freezing into the 30s. It will generally stay above freezing with those temperatures in the 30s, but we'll see those snow showers pretty much off and on as we go throughout today. And then we'll start to pay attention to that next round of snow developing by Sunday.
Updates on your morning commute coming up in half an hour.